welcome to another exercise video. Today's workout, we are going to be working on our legs and booty. Before we get started, I want to make sure that we are properly warmed up because warming up is really important prior to any exercise we do. It helps prime our muscles to prepare for the exercise we're about to go into and helps prevent injury and a whole other list of benefits as well. So please prioritize warming up. If you don't have a warm-up practice yourself, or if you haven't warmed up yet, please pause this video and watch my warm-up video that I will link down below in the description box, so we are all nice and warmed up before we get moving. This exercise routine, we do not need any equipment. However, a yoga mat is always preferred, and I do have one of my resistant bands I'm going to use for one of the exercises to show you a expert move on one of the movements, but it is not required, but encouraged if you want to kind of get more bang for your buck with these movements. Each of these movements we're going to do for a minute. I'm going to have my stopwatch going, and without further ado, let's hop to it. So the first movement we're going to do is called ice skaters, and how we get started, it's basically like jumping lunges with our back leg kind of crossed behind us. So you're going to start feet hip width apart, and what you're going to do is you're going to cross one leg back behind you down into a squat, and you'll have your toes planted, and then you're going to hop and land on the foot that was behind you and jump to the squat to the other side and hop, just like this. And if hopping's too hard for you or it's not good on your knees, feel free to just slow it down and simply step. There's nothing wrong with going a little slower. Go at your own pace. The key is just to get moving. However that looks for you, honor where you're at and just keep moving. And then you can always go back and forth between quicker hopping movements and slowing it down. Remember to breathe. You can also move your hands. Definitely start feeling the burn now. I know I am. Good. Next exercise, we're going to be doing standing leg pulses. And this one, we can use a resistant band. I will show you. And with this one, you're going to stand with your feet hip width apart again. And what you're going to do, you're going to balance on one foot, and you're going to flex the opposite foot, and you're just going to pulse straight back with hip width space in between your legs, and you're just going to isolate your butt and just keep squeezing. You don't want to go straight back to starting position. You want to keep your leg slightly back behind and just keep pulsing. Just like that. And if you're doing the resistant band, it's going to pulse back, and the resistant band is going to add some resistance to make it that much harder. But again, it's not necessary. You can still do this exercise without a resistant band. And then we are going to switch sides. So same thing on the opposite leg. You're going to balance on the opposite leg that you were moving on the last exercise, and then you're going to move the other leg, pulsing back behind you. And this is good exercise because it also works on your balance and your control. And if you happen to mess up and have to plant your feet again, that's totally fine. Just do your best to avoid planting your foot on the ground in between these pulses. Ooh, yeah, feel the burn. I certainly do. Yay! Alright, next movement we're going to do is flutter kicks. So we are going to lay down on our mat, our head down on the mat, and you're going to have your hands directly below your butt. And you're going to keep the top of your body all touching the mat at all times as best as possible, so you don't want to be arching your back. You want to keep your back flat on the mat while you do this exercise. And then what you're going to do, you're going to keep both of your feet flexed, pulsing your legs up in an alternating position, just like this. Your legs are not touching the ground this entire time. Remember to breathe through these exercises. Keep with it, we're almost done. Good. Awesome, we only got 2 more exercises, so keep on with me. This next exercise we're gonna do is plie squats. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna have your feet wider than hip width apart, about this amount of space in between your legs, and your feet pointing out to an angle, and you're going to move down into a squat and making sure that your knees are not going to be out in front of your toes. So you can widen your stance if you need to, and then make sure you're kind of emphasizing keeping your back straight, but kind of pushing your booty out back behind you, side heel, booty back, like that. Preventing your knees from going in front of you backwards, just like that. Good. Keep with it. Make sure you go as far down as you can, like you're basically sitting in a chair. You can also pulse if you want. Nice. Last exercise for this routine, and that is going to be scissor kicks. So back on the mat, same thing as flutter kicks. We're going to have our upper body completely touching all parts of the mat. We're going to have our hands right below our butt on the mat, and then you're going to keep your feet hovered like so, and you're just going to keep them flexed, and you're just going to move them back and forth like this. Flexed the entire time, making sure you're not arching your back up off the mat. You want to keep it hugging the mat the entire time. Remember to breathe. Got this. Home stretch. Only a few more seconds. Sweet. Congratulations. You just did a really intense, awesome leg and booty workout. Way to go. Feel free to grab some water now. If you've got more energy, you can replay this as many times as you'd like. If this happens to be enough of a workout for you, that's still a victory in itself. Give yourself some credit for this victory. The important thing is to keep moving and just meeting yourself where you're at. Don't expect to go from 0 to hero, especially if you're new to an exercise program. It's okay to take baby steps and have a 5-minute workout be the workout for your day. Way to go if you stuck with it. I'm really proud of you. If this happens to be your last exercise for the day, please continue with a stretching practice immediately following any exercise you do. I will link my total body stretching sequence that I do after every single workout I do personally. I will link that video down below so you have a routine that you can adopt for yourself, or if you have your own stretching practice, feel free to start doing that now. It doesn't have to be my stretching routine, just make sure you're stretching after working out. I really hope this video found you well. Please give this video a like if you liked it. Subscribe if you're digging the vibe and you haven't already. Feel free to comment down below any other video ideas you have for me that you want to see from me, or any other exercise routines that you want to see. I would love to create content that you desire, so make sure you let me know what you're looking for, and I would love to create things to help honor that. Anyways, I hope you have a great rest of your day, and until a future video, be gentle with yourself and others. Take care. Bye.